These were Southwest wheels they need. Right on schedule. Just saying.
Wales canceled.
I heard.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's officially now time to go ahead and do my package. You guys can hear both of my medications came. The one that had 23 days left, they were actually able to send that over, which was really, really nice. And then obviously my diabetic meds also came. So what we're gonna do, since I am far enough back, like I had said, yes, we're going to go way over here in the corner whenever we try it on. But it officially came today. So let me figure out how I'm gonna, there we go, just like this. So it officially came. I think I can feel like the string in here, so I'm gonna do like the very corner. I do not want to cut anything. So it definitely seems like it's rather small. So, okay. Fit this scissors back in here. Okay. Okay, so I know that it's over here, which is good. Okay, so here it is, guys. What I've been waiting on for quite some time. Here we go. Let's check this thing out. The completed sunflower bikini. So, very happy and excited that she sent it immediately. This is obviously the back. No, this is the front, okay. Wait, hang on. No, this is the front. There we go. So, this will go down over me, and then these two will be here. Oh, yikes. Alright, well, seems like it might be a little bit small at first, but we'll go ahead and we'll get it on. So, just give me a minute to get it on. Then you guys also just saw, it does look like I have enough that I can get like a smaller chain and probably get like another 30 feet, honestly. And instead of, and actually I can actually go a little bit more, honestly. And because it's actually easier to connect the two chain links with one of those hooks that I have, the orange hooks, right? So just connect the two chain links with one of those. Like, why waste $14 when you can only spend, you know, 5 or 6? I forget how much those were, but yeah, just use that to connect the two chain links. Duh, come on, Alyssa. But also make sure that it can go through, right, too, because you also don't want them too skinny that they can't get up around that initial arm and sink back down into the bottom of that hook. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't foresee them being that skinny anyhow. So anyhow, let me go ahead and get this on, and then we'll see what we think of it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and add some chain link today, and then we'll officially be ready. So, and then we'll also add this bikini top too. See, now this one has 4, so the most I can ever get is only 2. It's very, very, very hard for me to get all 4 of them, guys, because, yeah, they're pretty tight and taut, so. Alright, give me 1 second here to get changed. Spin this back around. Guys, I cannot believe this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. This is great. Oh my god. Look. Perfect. Alright, there we go. So, oh my god, definitely, guys. Holy cow. This is great. Oh my god, look. Perfect. I'll probably just remove these cups, though. Okay, so there's the opening for it. I mean, they definitely look really, really good. right? Like they're not smushed, right? Like my smushed boobs bikini, right? Like this is really, really, I mean, they do look a little bit more, you know, rounded out, right? Without, but holy cow, guys, this is gonna be great. So I'll go ahead and accept this package, guys. Oh my god. No way. Alright, guys, look at that. And then these nice little strings you can bring up, you know, as high as you want, right? Well, more than likely, actually, they just stay down. But yeah, holy cow, I look really, really good in this. Let's actually flip you guys around and show you guys. So, oh my god. Look, oh my god. Heck yeah, guys, this is going to be great. And now you include the bottoms. So I'll go ahead and do my opacity. And this time I actually will cut it out. And I didn't cut it out last time, the opacity, because I was standing like this, right? Rather close to you guys on my island. But yeah, holy cow, guys, this is great. I love this. This will be absolutely amazing. Who knows, I might even switch into this then once I'm done, honestly. So yeah, it would maybe be a little bit if they had like 2 different straps, you know, coming through. But yeah, holy cow, guys. Like another one up here that connects down to here. And another one up here. Just make it like multi-lace. That would be so cool and fun. But anyhow, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end this little segment. And then the next segment will be with my gram in the grocery store doing all our stuff, guys. Here we go. I also, guys, just went ahead and pulled this up and then looked at this end, and I was like, wait, guys, look, this is like a nice, perfect cut, too, right? To really give you the non-smushed, right, look, too. Obviously, again, you know, yeah, it's like that line and that boundary, right? You want to feel good, right? But you can also like stuff like that, right? Like the location one, right? And her and I being the same. Yes, you can feel very, very good and still cute and modest at the same time. And obviously that has also came up in a couple other videos that I watched. I actually haven't watched the girl in a while, but I'll post her here. She obviously had brought that up before with like modesty and stuff, right? So, and I brought that up. So yeah, just go ahead and share that, because obviously I probably will catch up on her as well before I go. So probably do some of that tomorrow, do the remaining catch-ups, you know, on Friday here, just like I did last Friday. So why not? Yeah, so Freaky Friday flashback, you know, because it's the same, but it's different because it's my fastest. So again, though, you can't make Freaky Friday and say it's a Freaky Friday when it's not even Friday. You have to actually wait and then actually see how the day pans out, right? Because yes, obviously you guys remember last year had a lot, but you know, you guys are probably wondering, well, Alyssa, what qualifies as you have so many Freaky Fridays and they're not even freaky. Actually, they are. So yes, you have to figure that stuff out. So anyhow, guys, thank you again for watching that nice little segment. But yeah, it's like, oh my god, nice little cut, you know. And I think it's the way that this little triangle, little diamond, like home plate, right, is here. Then it just like it's an appropriate kind of accentuating and really making you feel sexy and modest at the same time, right? Because both of those exist, and that's the kind of stuff that people like. And obviously I did a really good job sharing that whenever I had brought up, right, on my page, right, to that comment, baggy sweatpants or girly videos, right? Yes. So anyhow, guys, let's roll. Here we go. Okay, I'm actually gonna get, these are usually good for a while, right? April 24th of 2027, but I'm gonna eat them. Yeah, so
If you go on, you could eat a pack each day.
yeah, and they expire the day I get back too, so
So they're okay.
yeah. Good find, Moo. Good find. Only $2.89. Holy cow. Definitely. When is the date?
Well, you know,
October of this year.
put it in a plastic container then because of You know, you're going down south and you don't want bugs to sit.
I know.
And in a box it can get.
Now that'll be enough for enough days, honestly. And then I can also, well, remember, I'm going to be testing my stove my first night to see if eggs will cook. So probably just one of them. That'll be plenty good for 9 days. Alright, so 2 for 7. February 8th. This is 12 of them. That'll be good for, you know, driving down. I get one. Eat one that morning.
Okay,
You know?
what's the date on it?
February 28th, I just said, of next year. So,
Okay.
definitely
So
get one of those.
And get another one for coming home.
Yep, same date. And we get the 2 for 7 deal then. See, these are also really, really good too for in my hotel.
Yeah, and you know something else you should take? Is some of your toppable popcorn, if they have microwave.
I think they do have a microwave too, so
Usually they do.
I could maybe get some cheese ball. No, that's $6.29. Also, these are nice and easy because they don't get broken as easily too.
Yeah.
These snack cups.
And there's
I'll just
12
take the regular. Yeah.
instead of getting that.
That's what I'm getting in this. And then, probably get, blueberries, probiotic, no. Just regular. Here we go. Salted caramel. No, actually we'll do this trail mix. This is usually good, pretty long. February of next year. Alright guys, so look, here it is. Officially. Look, it fits. And that's pretty much the exact one that I have. So we might get that. It's only $118 a foot, guys. Get another 40 feet, and that's 85 feet. That's crazy, guys. That is a massive drop. But yeah. Let me think then. So the bulkier would be here. Yeah. Put the bulkier here and then have the skinnier one there. So that also saves on some weight, and $45 for 45 feet is much better than 20 and 30 for only 15 and 20. So yeah, you know, and hey, you know, again, I don't think a shark's gonna bite, but if it does, whether you have the really thick stuff or the thin stuff, a shark would destroy the chain. But again, that's not what I'm hoping for, and obviously I'm working my way into it for that reason. So I'm gonna go get someone and buy 70 or more feet. Holy cow. That's crazy, guys. So yeah, that's the one we're gonna do. 318, 248, 3, $1.08, 6, 3, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna get someone to do another 45 feet. Here we go. Trying to do 100 feet, so.
There we go.
Whoa! It's gonna fall. Oh, you only have up to 15 here. You have to do it 3 times. Down at the other one I went to. Yeah, down at the other store that I went to, they had it pretty much the whole way out.
Oh yeah, it's probably, I forget how long the aisle is, 75.
Yeah, they had it like from here the whole way down. Huh. So we'll just do 3 down and back. I know.
Make sure they're not those real hard ones.
They're not. They're super soft.
Oh, this one's better.
Well, I'll just get 2 of them.
Look at this one.
I know. I got 2 of them. So. Matches the color of the water down there in Florida, too.
What'd you say?
They both match the color of the water. Florida. Okay. These are actually a little bit too loose.
They're too what?
Loose, Momo, loose. There we go. Medium hold. Yeah, those are like loose hold. Did it even say what it is? It doesn't actually say. These are better. Medium holds. I think the elastics, here they are. Now the multicolored ones, here they are. 500 count. Here's those.
Narrower sizes, like here.
But that's $7.88 though.
Well, how much is that?
This is only $4.97.
But that stuff's hard to cut.
Well, I know.
Excuse me. Could I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
You're a little taller than me. Is there any way you could reach this thing? I just can't get
The one on the right or in the middle? Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah. Here we are.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Vertically challenged.
Oh, you're okay.
You have to do that.
She says that all the time too. She has like little chairs all through the
I do
step
too.
stools all through the house. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't reach anything anymore.
Well, and then it's the way my arms are. Because this is
Let me just double check. Complete 4-inch 547. Okay, so it's
I
actually
know the
5.
feeling.
It's just like, this getting old isn't funny.
It's for the birds, isn't it?
I know. I told you what it is I have my paddle board, I have the anchor, then I have the rope that's going to be carrying, and I don't want it to dangle. Because it has holes the whole way through. I like these colors the most. These are the ones we're going with. Yep, those fit perfect. Those would be my shower shoes. And purple everything. That's my motto.
And this is
And spoons, yes, we need spoons.
very good.
That's right, Mama. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here you guys can officially see the sunflower bikini, the camo Daisy Dukes. And now obviously these two are officially going in. Now we are officially going to, I'm going to go weigh myself with this and see how much this weighs. And then add it to the bag. But first, we're actually going to add my additional 10 pair of socks. So I just got the same, as you guys can see and saw in the video. There wasn't many films at Target, but that's okay. So you guys can pretty much just see the gist of everything. Let's go ahead and that. Okay, so here go 5 in. 5. Alright guys, so here is the remaining 5. I'm gonna put them in. Put those 5 in. Alright, so let me go ahead and go weigh myself and I'll be back with the results on the chain. Alright guys, so I just weighed myself and then, weighed myself and then weighed myself with this. And it was only 7 pounds, which is really, really nice. So, I'm gonna go ahead here and take off this sticky note, as you guys can see. And then also off camera, you guys don't know, but now you know because I'm telling you. But she had a really, really nice engagement ring, so I complimented her on that. But wanted to, share that. So let's go ahead and add in this 45, and I'm sure, 45. I'm sure it'll be absolutely nothing, and it'll go right on down in. Alright guys, holy cow, it took a while. Let's go ahead and flip you guys around. And boom, guys, just like that, it all fits. Now that'll be 27 pounds. Let me go ahead and zip it up. All right, let's try to lift it. Jeez. All right, guys, that was quite a little bit, but you guys can see the backpack is not going to tear. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and finish up what I was doing then. So obviously, toiletries. So, see, I'm debating on just doing toiletries and drugs. You know, that's also another word for medications. But we're going to do the, you know, everything shower. We're going to make it more like shower and then drugs. Because I was thinking about just putting these two in there, but that's not what we're going to do. So, I also didn't look at more wall adapters, but that's okay. I have to actually wait and see if I actually need them, but I don't think that I do, because I used that one that I usually use to charge my headphones, and my runs in Florida will probably be silent runs like they were last year. You know, just enjoy my time. So probably not, but this other one will probably fit in here with the other toothbrush stuff. So let's go ahead and get that out. I mean, I don't see why I need two, but you know, obviously we did get those wipes just in case, you know, once it cleaned properly, you know. So obviously I'm gonna disinfectant, but more than likely, you know, my first night I'm not gonna shower. I'm gonna shower the night before. But more than likely I'll probably just have two. I'll probably use one for my South Carolina and then one for now. So these elastics and everything, obviously they go over where my current one is. So you can set those there. Alright, and then these, what was I going to put these in? I was going to put them in something, because the elastics are here. Let me actually just go get a real little small bag. Well, actually, I'll save that till the end. That way then easier to edit, because I haven't even edited anything today, and it's pushing forward lock. So we'll go ahead and cut off this middle one. That is the most important one that I'm looking for right now. We will obviously work on this tomorrow, or I'm sorry, tonight. We'll get it out and just see how well I do. But I really liked the holes the whole way through, all of it. But this is paddleboard stuff, so just set that over there to the side. And this gauze, actually, we're going to get this out and we're going to test it. And just kind of see. Graham said it's obviously hard to tear, but I don't think I'll have to carry like a X-Acto knife. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to carry some kind of blade, guys, because, well, no, there I just did it. I just didn't want to ruin this whole roll, you know, by squeezing on it and stuff. So now it looks like I'll be able to woman it myself, actually. So, but this will be nice to hold that rope. You know, I feel confident enough, honestly, but I'm just going to test it tonight. But what I'll do whenever I test it, I just want to make sure, I mean, I'm probably going a little bit overboard with I want to make sure. But honestly, what I want to do is just go ahead and just make sure that, you know, it'll hold. So I'll just use another one of these belts tonight whenever I do that. So we'll cut open all of that. Then once we get through all of this, then we can officially move on to, let me go ahead and get my pile started there. Then we'll officially move on to the breakfast stuff once we get all of this, like a test, into, you know. Okay. So, now with that paddleboard being done, we just need my shower shoes. Obviously, you guys saw me try these on, so these ones are good. Go ahead and cut that. I'm just gonna set these down on the floor over there. Well, they didn't really set down the way that I thought. Okay. And then obviously these anchors we'll put in my tennis ball thing. But I got 3, so it will definitely be good. Smooth sailing. You guys already saw, it's nice that they had that chain link there because now we know that this chain, I'll just put at the end of that thicker chain, and then this, and then the 8 hooks. Actually didn't get out those 8 hooks, but they're going to be closed anyhow, and they definitely are not so thick that they won't go through that small chain. But I'm going to get that out and just double check. I mean, whenever you're going to Florida for 2 weeks, you know, for me, you can't be too certain, right? And, you know, living it up and everything, yeah, you gotta really make sure. And then these are just 2 smaller ones. Alright guys, so that is the end of all of those. I'm gonna officially now go ahead and get something for my ponytail holders. So, give me 1 second to go find a little bag for those. Alright guys, I'm officially back. So, let's go ahead and do all of this. Okay. So these ones, they're the darker colors. Probably not going to use much of them, honestly. So the darker colors will replace the ones that I have now. So let's go get the ones that I have now. Okay, and then we'll also fill up the elastics. But the ones that I have now, I'm going to actually go through all of them just one more time. And then these actual little scrunchies I can put in the other drawer here. But let's go ahead and put these in here. And then put my elastics. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and empty all of these out. Okay, so these, officially put these in here with the hair stuff. Just 1 clip. Then I have these for sectioning when I do my, you know, bubble braids and stuff like that. So it'll be nice. I'll double check all that hair stuff before I officially go. Let's go ahead and put these. Alright, now, let's go ahead and add in these cups here now that toiletry is pretty much covered. I have to go get another bag for those spoons. So, give me 1 second here. Alright guys, so I officially got everything except just that last little bit. So, went out and got the bag now. So, go ahead and put all the spoons in there, or a decent amount of them, and then put it in with that stuff. Then we'll just do a nice little mock, you know, packing of this little extra oddities. See how that looks? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since bedtime is when I would most likely be using it, I'm just gonna put them in here. I don't know, cause that's... See, I don't think it's gonna smell over. I just don't want that, you know, like if you... Obviously, I've made that mistake when I was younger. I put a bag of chips, well, actually right on top of a banana, and then as the bananas were ripening, I basically had banana chips, and they were supposed to be regular chips. But because of the banana, the smell going through, I had banana chips while they were actually plain, right? Like I bought them plain. But the bananas and the extra, you know, influence, right, of the banana, so what would that, an outside force, there we go, caused it. So I'm just a little bit picky, I guess you could say. So since I'm a little bit picky, I'll put it in with the hair stuff. I mean, hey, you know, it is what it is when you're picky like that, you know? So, alright guys, so now we officially got everything all nice and set. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna go get the bowls. I highly doubt the bowls are gonna fit in here, but you just never know. Actually, now with the spoons being down in there, they might. So let's go get the bowls, guys. So now I'm back. What we're gonna do is, since I got my bowls, obviously, but I remember last year it was super hard because they were easily bendable. But whenever I had my cereal in the morning, I had to like smush it and everything. So what we're gonna do, honestly, is we're just gonna put a little bit of these, and then we're gonna have these straws that I use. I don't know why I grabbed so many. I mean, I can use it multiple times, but probably actually because it'll just be sitting out in my apartment after I use it. That's just icky and can collect bacteria and stuff. So actually what we'll do is we'll just throw it out every single time. So I have plenty more than 10 here. So there are 50 bowls here. Obviously I do not need all 50. Alright, here we go. Let's just do this. 2. How about this? I just eyeball it and cut it in half. That's easier. Alright, let's see. Pretty much in half, guys. Pretty much, honestly. You can't beat that. So I'll keep the heavier one and just, you know, keep an extra couple. And then let's see if they'll fit. Are they gonna fit? Well, they fit, but now can the bag close? Oh my god, guys, I think the bag is gonna close too. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh, so close, guys. And I forget how many red Solo cups I have, but maybe I can just take a couple out of them. And then dump those out. Dump those out. Okay, let's try it with less red Solo cups. Actually, let me just count them. 2, 23, 24. Okay, so that's actually much more like realistic, 24. So I'll try to put these in and stuff. So let's just, this is also 2 gallons. No, this is more than 2 gallons. Okay, this will definitely fit in here, guys, for sure. Let's go ahead and put them in this one, because this is just a little bit bigger. So at least fit these other red Solo cups in here. So, alright guys, let's go ahead now. Let's actually add that adhesive gauze into the tennis ball thing that I have. And then we can officially, you know, probably just, it's not necessary though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, I'm trying to think if I'm gonna have anything else. I don't think so for right now, but I'm just gonna set this out here. Let me go set that out there. Alright guys, so now I'm officially going to go ahead here and we're gonna get out my tennis ball thing, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to put in the gauze. So ooh, just not quite enough. It just misses it. Let's see how we can make it fit. How about that? So maybe if I put in the gauze first, put the pliers around the gauze. Put the pliers around the gauze. Yep. Okay. And then put the 8 hooks, and then all of these hooks in. Does that work? Oh my god, no way, guys. Look at that. Okay. So just have that as the base. Look at that. Perfect. Everything fits right on in there. And then we'll go ahead now. We'll do a mock test of my all this stuff. Obviously, again, it's not official until I double check it and triple check it here in the couple days before the rental. So but yeah, more than likely, guys, it is official already. But I did actually save my video from yesterday with all the clothes, even though I'll probably just want to play it safe and get them out again and just, you know, make sure everything's in there. We'll add these in, but let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Everything except the bowls is in here. Look, if I do this, it doesn't look like there's much addition, so let's see. Works, guys. You guys can see a decent amount, but let's go ahead, let's find this buckle, and let's see. I think it might be a little bit too much. Let's see here. No way. Oh my god. No way, guys. I wish you guys could see this better. Moving it around, right? What the heck? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that's really heavy. Alright, so let's pretend like I just got to my first night in Georgia. I'm ready to brush my teeth. And then let's go ahead and open it up and let's see if anything's damaged or anything like that. And this is everything except all my other hair stuff too. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, nothing is broke, nothing, no. Yeah, heck yeah. Here, I'll show you guys. Look, nothing's broken, none of that. I should probably flip this on its side though, just in case, you know. Remember, don't forget, I can also put a lot of this stuff in between the towel and take the towel out of the bag. So, play around with other spatial stuff, right? Like I can get my body wash and I can put it into smaller containers too. So there is a lot of room to play around with until I can get that final stuff out. So just play around with the body wash, get the toothpaste out of the toothpaste tubes, the cardboard containers. Get that big box of trail mix into a bag as well. So there's a lot of different small things and tweaks that I can do. And then maybe I'll be able to get all of my hair stuff in here too. And then, yeah, pretty much then just need my medications for my carry-on and my phone chargers and all my important chargers like my watch, stuff like that. That'll pretty much be my carry-on, pretty much. So, yeah. Alright, guys. So, I'm actually going to work on that a little bit here. I'll do that off camera, though, and start listening to my video from the start of today. And, start my increments and where I need to add in pictures when I talk about something. And then, actually, what I'll do is I'll come back on with a more updated version of that. And then we'll be able to see everything. Yeah! So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, so I really got it good now this time. Obviously, I am going to move that food at some point. Probably just put it in underneath the towel. Or just slide it in here, honestly. But I also will fold my clothes and lay the bras out the way that they should be laid. That will also help with some of that space. You guys can see, once I opened that up, I was able to get pretty much everything. Toiletry in here. Vicks, wet ones, all of that. And then, I obviously don't have a concern with this slipping out and spilling, but like I said, this food will be on its own. I do have to get more bottles, so that was good to know and do. And then obviously all this hair stuff, was able to bang that out and all of that out. So look, now we only have that one really big bag over there, and then obviously everything else. I can also put my socks in, like, shirts when I fold them. That'll also, cut down on some stuff. So there's definitely just a couple little things that I can do, and I will do, but I need to start actually clearing off my bed now and watching the video, because I actually didn't get to any because I was actually talking, but then I was like, oh, well, no, actually I can just add in that I was talking about. It'll be nice to have the fishtail braids, right, because when I have to tie my string in the back, I won't have to take a bobby pin along to keep this hair up. I can just, you know, do it because the hair is already down at the sides, like bubble braids. So yeah, so anyhow though, I'm gonna really start working on it, but we have an amazing start. Tomorrow I'll finish off all them little bottles, and then yeah, everything is looking really, really good, guys. So anyhow, let me get into that, and then tonight then, after dinner, we will officially do the paddleboard. We won't inflate it, we'll just kind of test it uninflated. So here we go. Yepers, with packing this amazing, and then all of this stuff, absolutely, holy cow, guys, we're gonna have this really, really, really good. Alright guys, so actually tomorrow, what we're gonna do, this will be real simple and easy tomorrow to get it out. Recently I've had to get out my diver's down buoy, inflate all of that, then get out the softball bag, right, and do all of that. But we're gonna save that for next set of days off, which is the finale then, and we'll just do that one more time, or even make it like 5 different times that I get on and practice, right, and stuff like that, as much as I can here in Pennsylvania. I mean, it's not like I can actually practice getting on as a big wave comes in, right? But regardless, guys, we'll go ahead, we'll do that, obviously, like I said, after my next set of days off. But tomorrow, then, since it's nice and easy to do that tomorrow, I'm going to spend the rest of the night with YouTube, also spend tomorrow with YouTube, and tomorrow, based upon the weather forecast that I saw, it is supposed to be absolutely amazing for the sunset. So I want to be able to give myself enough time to get done with my run, and then enough time to get to that lookout location, and have, you know, enough time to actually walk up there too. So I do want to obviously get to my run probably earlier tomorrow, maybe like, you know, I'm not really sure, but it's going to be early, like I said, and then give myself enough time, because it is, you know, a decent, I never say the exact time, but it is a decent drive, you know, to get to that place then. So yeah, that lookout where I watch the sunset. So I'm definitely going to have to hurry up, you know, tomorrow. So, yeah, it'll be a nice little way to incorporate that, and hopefully I get to see the sunset this time. So, yeah, anyhow, guys, I'm going to go ahead, though. I'm going to get going, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow.